Welcome, everybody. As you may have noticed, this is not the Truly Daebak show, and we are not the normal hosts. So, we are Baron and Sam. If you combine that, you get BAM. We're two mods of the Truly Daebak Discord server, and because Truly Daebak is on hiatus right now with the COVID-19 coronavirus, the Rona situation, we really want to talk about a few things. We decided to host BAMcast episode 1. I guess we'll see if remains to be seen if there's a BAMcast episode 2.
This might be our only show.
We don't burn the house down.
It's the pilot of our spin-off show. Hopefully it goes well.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Hi everyone. Hope you're doing well.
In these quarantine times.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could probably already see how we're doing.
Yeah.
Baron seems to have grown some hair. I seem to have lost some hair. Good. It's going well.
Luckily, there's still some K-pop comebacks.
Yeah, honestly, really surprised actually by how much K-pop has not been too affected by this. We're getting a lot.
Yeah, it seemed like at the beginning of March there was going to be some stuff, but then it kind of went back to normal times.
Yeah, at the very beginning, there was that halt. I mean, the biggest difference right now is the shows, the music shows, which kind of surprised they're still doing, but I guess it's just so into the culture of it all. But I couldn't see that.
Allow, guests and stuff back at those?
No, yeah. So there's no crowds, which is really funny. Getting the cheers, but it's not real people in the crowd.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, it's not getting fan chants and stuff. It's very interesting, but. Yeah. I'm glad. I'm happy. It's such a selfish thing. I'm really happy. It's all still going on. They're still putting out having comebacks, going on music shows. It would have been really I would have been bummed if it had stopped. It would have been completely understandable though.
Yeah, would have been kind of. It gives us something to do now when we're all
sitting
home all the time.
It really is something to look forward to, which it's fun and it's just fun. I don't know. And this has been a really good year for K-pop. Hasn't been a good year overall.
Yeah,
that's for sure. But music's been good. And you know what? Isn't that's what's most important?
So they say.
Yeah.
So.
But, yeah.
Speaking of music, there's been a few comebacks lately that we wanted to talk about.
Oh, who's come back recently?
So, as you may have noticed from this layout?
Or overlay?
Overlay, there we go.
And the intro, really.
Oh, the intro too. We like Oh My Girl a lot, and Oh My Girl came back as we're recording on Tuesday. They came back yesterday. So, we definitely want to talk about Oh My Girl. And then last week, April came back with a comeback.
Yes.
And we both enjoyed the April comeback. Spoilers. So we want to talk about that as well. And then this morning, GWSN came out with a comeback, and we're going to talk about that as well.
So it's going to be a wild ride of us talking about girl groups. I don't know.
Also, got some wine?
Oh, yeah. Cheers. Clink. Except you're drinking yours. Clink. Okay.
So, I guess let's hop into it.
Yeah, let's just hop into it. I guess we didn't talk about who's going to go first and whatnot, but I feel do I go first? So if you haven't seen me on the show, ladies and gentlemen, or other, I am an Oh My Girl fan. As in, they're my favorite group. So I just want to make sure, I don't know if I should go first, with my just completely biased opinion of it all,
by all means,
or if you should go first, so we can end with me just being really happy.
No, by all means, start us off.
Cool. Okay, so let's see. So we got the comeback NONSTOP.
Yes.
So that is what the album's called. That's what the title track is called. It has a really board game concept, which honestly, really digging that. If you guys haven't seen what the packaging is like, it's so cool. It's like an actual board game. Like there's like it's not really like an actual board game, but like it looks like a board game, and they have like the photo cards are like chance cards, and they come with like game pieces, and it's just like really cute. And I'm not one to collect like photo cards, but I'm collecting these photo cards, so that'll be exciting.
It's gonna be an expensive journey to get all those cards.
Oh God, I don't even want to think about that. But and like it's already like sold out. They sold out in one day, which is absolutely insane.
Yeah, they've been crushing it so far. Like top of Melon charts.
Yeah, it's very. Oh my gosh, it's them and BTS are like the only ones to have like over 600,000 unique streamers. Which like what? Like this year, I think. But
Yeah.
it's just so weird. Like
It's exciting.
I don't know. It is. It really is. Because I mean, like, Oh My Girl's been my favorite group for about like a year now. Over a year. Almost a year and a half. And they're just like one of those groups that I just kind of like figured like no one's really gonna ever like they like have their fan group and it's really not gonna grow. Like they're not Twice, right? They're not gonna like they don't have like this like really big appeal, I think, to everyone. But oh my God, this past like 6 months or so, like it's been
a
kind of insane.
Yeah. It feels like Queendom. I'm not sure whether like they were successful because of Queendom or like Queendom was like a ramp up or what that deal was, but it seemed like to coincide a little bit.
They definitely, they had a lot of momentum before Queendom, and then Queendom happened, and not that the show is really that popular itself, but Oh My Girl kind of ended up sticking out a lot because of that one performance of Destiny.
Yeah.
Which like went viral, and so like even people who didn't watch the show like knew of that performance, and so I guess they kind of knew. I don't know. This whole thing is just like weird to me. I'm like, okay, like sure.
Yeah.
But I guess talking about like the actual like song, so the comeback itself, I really like it, but I was gonna like it regardless. So it's kind of a boring like
I've
take.
actually been like pleasantly surprised. Like I admit, the first time I heard a teaser, I heard like that really poor audio quality teaser. I was like, oh man, this is a little bit frightening. Like I'm not sure about this.
I was definitely disappointed at the first like, oh, it's a tropical house song. Okay. Yeah. If anyone could do it, it's gonna be Oh My Girl, right? They'll make it good. And honestly, I found that the teaser I had heard was stuck in my head for days. Just the na 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 na, like that part. It was just so catchy, and like it's just been stuck in my head. And overall, I really like the song. I would probably put it at the bottom of my like ranking list of their title tracks. So it's definitely not my favorite, but I still really love it. It's could potentially be my least favorite, but like I said, that really doesn't mean much. Like I still really like it. And I really like fun Oh My Girl. I like the cute. I know a lot of people really like them for the more like fairy-like.
Yeah, I think that's more my preference. Like my two favorite songs are definitely Closer and SSFWL. So like,
yeah,
I prefer that more side of it. But I've been like very pleasantly surprised with the song, and I've been replaying it like constantly for the last 2 days.
It's really fun. Yeah. Like it's a fun song, and I know a lot first from seeing people talk about it. It's like the kind of disappointing thing about it is there was this expectation of like after Queendom that they're gonna like kind of go a certain route. Yeah. Maybe like the more mature route, do more fairy concept. Maybe do like the concept they did for the Destiny cover. And so for them to come back with like the more fun, cute song, I think was kind of like weird for everyone, because I don't know anyone who really saw that coming. Because usually they alternate as well. They kind of alternate like fairy concept, cute concept, fairy concept, cute concept. And then there's Remember. This is like back to back from Bungie. Yeah. So I think it actually ended up being a smart move in the end, since this kind of concept I feel like appeals to like a larger audience, because it's just like a fun summer song, and like we're not quite at summer, which is like the weird part about it. But
it makes me want to go outside.
Yeah, it's a fun song to have like in this, especially like K-pop right now. I feel like it's so like moody, and like everyone's all like serious, and like there's girl crush, and just like I don't know.
There's so much girl crush. It's like a little bit too much.
Yeah, and so this was just like kind of refreshing in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know, I enjoyed the comeback.
I think it's just like a very fun, bright comeback. Like not only like the music itself, but also just like the music video. Like I've watched the music video quite a few times already, and
yeah, the music video is cute. It's a lot going on though.
there's definitely a lot. There's like in every single scene, there's like CGI things happening, and
it's a little unnecessary.
Yeah.
But
I feel like it's almost a little bit campy though. It's almost like the style. I really like it.
I like it, and I really love their styling this era, like just their hair. I think all of them look like practically at their best, except maybe like Sojung, because I'm not feeling the bangs.
No, the bangs are not really working. I think maybe if they were like straight bangs, they could work, but they're like very strange.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling them, but she's still cute.
Of course.
Regardless.
Yeah.
And they work really well when they're like curled in a way. I like them. But when they're just kind of there, I'm like, eh. But like, I love Yua's hair. Sungi and Mimi with the dyed hair is just like out of this world. It looks so good. And whenever Binny has her hair curled, I really love it.
I was a little bit skeptical of like Binny's hair dye with like the highlights in it, but
the highlights are a little weird, but
it actually works. It works well, like in the live stages or the showcases, I guess at this point. Showcases it looked pretty good, and the music video looked good. So like maybe just like static pictures, it didn't look as good. Yeah,
I think for the showcase, she had it like different.
Yeah, she had like a green.
It's like
blue.
It was like blue or something. Yeah. But overall, really love this comeback. I've been playing it nonstop.
Hey.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything else I like wanted to point out for this comeback. I was like, there's not much as in like it's a fun song.
It's very fun. One thing I noticed that was so like I didn't notice it first in the teasers that came out. Like the first set of teasers when they had like I don't know, it's like you in the purple pants and the outfits. It's like I didn't notice it at the time, but then the music video when they had those outfits on, I noticed that like they're all wearing like cutesy outfits, and then Mimi has like a tight-fitting dress. It just seems like completely out of place with the styling dress.
Yeah.
Like all her other outfits like match the group, but it just made me like oh, now that I think about it, that's kind of a weird styling choice for her.
That is really weird, especially given like her position and like it's a bit weird. Yeah. I was gonna say something. I was really great. Oh, I cannot actually believe how much there is like of Mimi in this comeback. And she's got so like a verse, the second verse, and like the bridge or whatever, and it's kind of really cool because she either, for the most part, she doesn't get much because their songs aren't built for raps.
I feel like they just stick her in like in the rap bridge, and then that's it. Most songs
they actually do a good job of not doing that. So if you think of like Coloring Book and Windy Day, those don't have raps. And even Secret Garden, like she does sing, and we'll see like on the album too. Oh my god, she sings so well to the point where like I kind of want a Mimi solo album of her singing because it's so good. But yeah, I feel like my two favorite like Mimi eras are this and Remember Me because like she just gets to shine when she raps. Like
I think Remember Me was like the peak just because it fit like her
oh man, I thought she was.
So well.
I thought she was my bias initially because I was just like so blown away by like her charisma. I mean, I still love her, but she's just not. She's not the number one, but she's up there. I love her, and this comeback is just everything. I love her.
Yeah, I was definitely surprised because like, the fifth season, it seemed like most lines went to like the vocalists. Like I think Sungi and Ho had like I don't know.
Oh yeah, they always get like
or something.
The chorus parts.
Yeah, but it seemed like they actually gave like I don't know. I think I looked at a line distribution earlier. It seemed like Mimi had like 40% or something of the title track, which is very very surprising. Like more than anyone else.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm proud of Mimi. She's shining this era. It's awesome. But anything? So you've listened to the album, I assume, right?
I've listened to the album probably 30 times now.
Oh, Jesus. So I'm guessing you like it?
I like it quite a lot, yes.
Oh, wow. Ooh. Let's talk about it. I don't know. I don't know if we should do like a track by track or we just talk about like favorites.
Let's just talk about favorites. So like, what's your favorite track on the album?
Dolphin.
Okay, so
By far.
I really like Dolphin. I think Neon is better.
I enjoy Neon, but so here's the thing about Dolphin.
Yeah.
Dolphin, so for one, it gives me some IU vibes, which love that.
Oh, really?
It's
I'm
also,
not sure I picked that up.
there's the voice effect they do.
Okay.
It gives
I'll have to
me,
listen with like an ear towards that next time.
and then it also reminds me so much of Twice's Strawberry, which is my favorite Twice song.
I've seen people making that comparison before. Like, I didn't notice
It was
to
me.
begin with. Was it you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I pointed it out because I was like, "Oh my god, this is like Twice's Strawberry,"
Okay,
and that's
my credit then.
My favorite Twice song.
But once I heard that and listened to it, now like I can't unhear that whenever I hear it.
Yeah, I am just so it is just like when I'm walking, like it's just like you're just kind of bouncing along, and I just love that.
Yeah. The showcase was so much fun. The choreography for it, like the little hand motions.
Yes,
it's so good.
I love it, and I just have like I've noticed this about myself with K-pop. I have a huge bias for songs with like repeating sounds or repeating words. So the da 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 da, like that is exactly what I want from a song. Like I live for that.
It's a very fun chorus.
Yes. And
I think that's probably my second, or I guess probably my second favorite after Neon. I like it more than the title track, I think.
I do really like Neon as well. That was a fun song. That was a surprising song. So like the verses, like kind of like I was so like just like the driving like beat to it was really cool. I had like an 80s like feel to it or something.
80s. And I've been like an 80s vibe with like Dua Lipa and stuff.
Yeah, so I just remember when I heard that surprised me because when I heard the teaser, I think I'm the only one, but I got like a Christmas vibe from it because there's something about the instrumentation of when it goes into the chorus.
When I heard the teaser, like the album medley, I was like, Dolphin sounds really good. I'm just like, I don't know what the title track, but I was like, Neon, that's gonna be my favorite track. I kind of just had that gut feeling, and I was definitely right.
Yeah, see, I had the same thing, but like I was like, oh, Dolphin's gonna be my favorite. But Neon's fun.
Yeah, I think Neon's actually probably like top 5 B-side.
Oh,
I think so.
Wow,
it's very good. It's up there with like Twilight and Vogue and Checkmate and stuff.
Yeah. Oh man, that's right. I have to like readjust my top 10 like B-sides list now. Yeah, I feel like Dolphin's got to be up there now. I really love Dolphin.
Yeah.
This was. Oh yeah, those were the highlights. I mean, those were the songs I was looking forward to the most, and they didn't disappoint me. I loved them.
Yeah, I think I actually like both of them more than I thought I would.
Yeah.
And then actually, I was pleasantly surprised by the ballad as well. Like,
Flower Tea?
Yeah, I've never been that big a fan of Oh My Girl ballads, and they don't do them that often. I think even when they do, they're kind of like up-tempo ballads. They always kind of do like the same, like a lot of their ballads kind of sound the same, where you just kind of like rock back and forth. Like they kind of have an upbeatness to them, and you're like... They're never
like
bad,
they're like a good concert ballad kind of thing. This was like a ballad, and their vocals, man,
they're so good. It's actually I think it's definitely my favorite Oh My Girl ballad.
I don't know, like I remember when I was first listening to this, I was like so confused because Oh My Girl's voices are pretty distinct. It's not too difficult to know who's singing. Yeah. But there was this one voice, whenever it came on, I'm like, I have no idea who this is. And it was Mimi. But I just remember being like, oh my God, I really love this voice. This doesn't sound like, I don't recognize it. Yeah, Mimi sounds incredible in this song. And I really just want more Mimi singing now. I love Mimi rapping, but
honestly, like, as much fun as everyone makes fun of Aaron for her vocal technique, like she didn't sound bad on the song. Like I thought
she sounded good. Yeah. I thought Chiho sounded amazing as well. Yeah. Like
she sounded really good on the title track as well. I loved her parts.
In Yua at the very beginning, that like hooked me in. So good. Like it's a great song. It's a great song.
I think that was honestly, actually my biggest surprise at the album was how much I enjoyed Flower Tea.
Oh yeah, because I remember listening to the highlight medley. I was like, it's a ballad. Yeah. And, like a lot of people were excited for it. And it's like, interesting. And then listening to it, that was like it blew me away. And I was like, wow, this actually like is a really good ballad. I mean, I feel like you don't get too many of those in K-pop. They're always kind of like,
especially from groups, like it's like,
yeah. And I'm very Oh My Girl biased, and like, but they have a lot of ballads where I'm like, yeah. Like, I like it because it's them, but am I gonna go out my way to listen to it? Probably not.
I think people mention that it's a Mono Tree, or they produced it, which I guess that makes sense. Yep. Like most of their ballads.
Yeah, Mono Tree's pretty good. I like Mono Tree songs.
Yeah. And then the last song, I was kind of like, it's good, but like,
yeah, that was the biggest kind of like filler like ish song of the album. Like, that's probably the one I couldn't just sing on the top of my head right now. Like, I'm thinking about it, and like, I've listened to this album on loop many times. That's the one song that I can't just like sing a part of. Yeah. So, but I remember liking it, but it's like a classic like last song on a K-pop album. Yeah. I think
I always listen to it, and then it's like, okay, I want to go back and listen to like Neon again, because Neon comes like right before. Like, so it's a weird transition between the two, or even just like, I don't know. I really enjoyed playing like these 3 songs, and then the April album, and then restarting the album again and just going through that a bunch.
Yeah, I need to like make a playlist of like just like my girls right now of like Oh My Girl in April. But is there anything else that we wanted to bring up about the Oh My Girl comeback?
I don't know. I think the only thing that maybe like disappointed me a little bit was that the choreography, I thought, for NONSTOP was kind of just like, like, I really like most Oh My Girl choreography, and I don't really remember much or any of it, so I don't think it was like that good, although I could be.
Yeah, because I watched their like TikTok teaser before it came out of the choreo, and I was like interesting. But I think I just remember like the parts I really like are the part leading into the chorus where they do like the eye move and the heart thing, and then I just remember the oh nah. Like those 2 parts, I'm all for. The rest of it, they do. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
but. Other than that, I can't say I remember much of their choreo for this. And then I remember the dolphin one, like the hand thing.
I remember that more than anything in NONSTOP, I think.
Yeah, I can't wait for live stages.
Yeah, I know. Do you know when they start?
Probably M Countdown, so Thursday.
Yeah, I don't really follow or understand how those goes. People just post them and then I watch them.
I only know it because of doing the fantasy league in Discord. By the way, you should join the Discord if you're listening to this. Join the Discord.
Oh yeah.
Link below. Okay. Yeah. So that's the only reason why I know like music show like schedules now is from doing that.
Yeah.
But
do you think they have chances to get some wins? I think
definitely.
Yeah.
I didn't think so before this comeback happened, and then I saw their digitals and their physical sales. It's a bit ridiculous and like just so surprising. I mean, just in general, I feel like every K-pop group is breaking their own records this year, and
like it's like a whole year of breaking records. Like every group is.
And I don't know how much of that is because of the current situation, and everyone's just like, I got nothing better to do. But even before all this happened, like that's what was kind of happening. And I mean, I've been kind of memeing it, but I'm like, 2020 is the best year in K-pop. And I'm like, I'm still just feeling that. I'm like, this has just been a fantastic year. I've loved most releases that have come this year. Like title tracks and even albums.
Like that February was like jam-packed with releases. March was like a little bit slow, but I think on the whole, I have no numbers to back this up. It feels like there's been a lot of comebacks so far.
There's been a lot, and we're just getting more and more. Like you just keep hearing, we're just like, you're like, man, that's gonna be a stacked month.
Yeah, and then we got like a Taeyeon song and an IU song just out of nowhere. I guess the Taeyeon was delayed, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad we're finally getting it though. I was wondering that the other day, but I'm happy that it's coming out now. But I think they have a shot. Especially because there is like a week before Taeyeon and IU come to the scene. And I thought the biggest competition for right now was going to probably be like Chungha, but I don't think that one's doing quite as well because it's a pre-release. But NCT Dream could be some competition.
Brief side note, like that Chungha release, I don't understand. It's like there's a physical release, but it's a pre-release, and then it's also going to be on an album. Like, what's up with that?
Yeah, and they actually said pre-release 1 on the packaging details. So that makes me think there's going to be more pre-releases. So it's almost like, I guess, how normal Western artists is like artists. artists promote, where they have like a bunch of singles leading up to like, I guess, the main with the album drop.
That makes sense, but like having a physical album for it's a little bit weird. It also makes
It's a
me
bit
think
much.
it's not going to be like, if there is a physical for it, I would think it's going to be like another 2 months before we get the next song, another 2 months before we get the album or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, but I enjoyed the Chunga song.
Like,
I know that wasn't on her schedule, a thing or a list of things to talk about. But
I also enjoyed it, although not as much as her last couple songs. But
it actually might be my favorite Chunga song.
Really?
I really love just the groove of it.
it's very groovy.
I haven't listened to it much, obviously, because I've been preoccupied.
Same. I thought it was, I don't know, like, I really like Gotta Go, I like Snapping. Both those I think were definitely better, but it's a good song.
Yeah, I like this song a lot.
Anyways.
But it's like, because of the timing it came out, I'm not going to listen to it. I'm sorry, Jungha. Maybe when your album comes out, I'll be more in the mood. Yeah, I guess that's all we got for Oh My Girl.
Yeah,
We talked about April a little bit. We kind of talked about them briefly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so April. Yeah, so if you guys don't know who April is, that's not surprising.
You like most people?
They're not incredibly well known, and this is their 7th mini.
It's
So
shocking.
it really is. And honestly, I am so happy they're still kicking, because oh my god, loved this so much.
I've been like highly anticipating their comeback ever since Oh My Mistake. I know you are not a fan of Oh My Mistake, but
Yeah.
that was like by far my favorite song of theirs, and that was one of my favorite songs of 2019, 2018, 2018.
Oh man, was it 2018?
Yeah, it was 2018. It was like September 2018. It was right after Love Bomb.
It was.
Yeah.
I forgot how long ago that was, but yeah, it was 2018. It's in the 2018 rating that we're doing in the Discord.
Oh yeah. So I love that song. Been highly anticipating this comeback, and then it felt like maybe April's dead because they weren't doing anything for a long time, and then we finally got some teasers, and they came back, and it is an absolute bop.
Yeah, I'm kind of really obsessed with this whole comeback. The title track itself. So, La La Li La La.
To be honest, I can never remember what it actually is. I just say like a bunch of.
It's
L's
not
and
even how
I's
they
and
actually
A's.
say it in the song. They have an extra la when they sing the lyrics. This is La 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 Li La La. The song is La La Li La La.
Yeah.
It's like I just makes me think of like the I'm Blue song, and it's just called like Dabba Dee Dabba Da. But yeah. But overall, so I have recently come and like started following April, because as Baron mentioned, I did not care for Oh My Mistake. I'm a bit in the minority on that one, but the song creeps me out a bit in a way that I can't explain. It just does. And like, I can understand like why people like it, because there are aspects of it that I do really like, but overall, it gives me like, it's like almost like when you listen to ASMR, like how some people get creeped out, because I get creeped out from ASMR. It's the same kind of reaction listening to that song. And I was like, yeah, but I don't know what it was, but like the teasers or something got me really interested in this comeback. And I've heard people really talk well about like April. I know there's a YouTuber, Tina, she really loves April. Flixer in the Discords talked about April, how we're overlooking them, and like, maybe that's true. Who am I to say? Like, let me dive in and listen. And what I discovered was, this is my shit. Like, this is
like your new girl group sound. Like, it's right in your wheelhouse.
Yeah. Like, this is like my genre, and I've just been like overlooking them for some reason. Like, I know we've rated them in the Discord before. Like, we've gone through their title tracks. I remember liking some of it.
That was a long time ago now.
It really was. And I remember just kind of like, I was like pleasantly surprised. I remember not understanding why so many people didn't care for them. Because I was just like, I don't know, like, they're not bad. Like, I can see it. And then doing a full like discography listen, I was like, you know what? I actually really like them. They don't have that many like duds. Like, they have a really good discography, and there's only like 2 title tracks I don't care for.
I'll say for title tracks, they don't have that many duds. B-sides, there's a little bit more dud.
I can think of
Landmines,
one that was like a huge no for me, but for the most part, I was really digging it.
Yeah.
Like I really like the early albums.
Their first album is like a little bit too much for me. I can't do that. But everything
Oh, I
from like the
love
second
their
on,
first.
it's like that's a lot better.
I love their first album. I love Spring, which is the Tinkerbell album. The one with
Tinkerbell is very good. I've definitely been like sleeping on Tinkerbell because I got into them with Mayday, and then I went back and listened to like
Mayday's a bop.
Yeah, Mayday is really good. I listened to like a couple songs before Mayday. Would be like I can't remember their discography now.
It's got Tinkerbell.
April Story? Is April Story before? Yeah, that Prelude. Because like I really like the Prelude mini.
Yeah.
Or I guess it was a full album, but like half of them were remakes. So the Prelude mini was good.
I think it's still a mini.
Prelude, whatever it is, was really good.
Actually, I don't know. Yeah, it's really good. That one has my favorite song, Wow. Love that song.
Wow is definitely very good.
I love that song.
That's one of my favorite their B-sides, like top 3 maybe. But so I was sleeping on Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell, you mentioned it, and now I've been listening to that a little bit more. That's very good. And then of course their newer stuff is quite excellent, and I think this is definitely their best release so far, like front to back, the whole release.
Yeah, so talking more about like the actual album, like the current comeback, the album, all of it, absolutely love it. Like, it's really rare for me to just think a comeback is completely flawless, but this is one of those releases where it's just is kind of flawless to me. I love the title track. I loved it on first listen, which really surprised me because I remember the teasers, wasn't feeling it, which at first I was like, oh man, I'm kind of hyped. And then I heard the audio highlight medley of the title track. And I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. Like, oh, maybe I'm like, I won't like it, but I loved every second of it.
Absolutely. Like, it's one of my favorite releases of the year. I think right now it's like top 3. I don't have my list pulled up.
Yeah, I need to figure out. But
it is number 4 currently, but it's excellent song. How do you feel about the music video though?
I love the music video. So here's the thing:
it does
the
involve
music
space.
The music video is like a combination of so many others. So like there's like specific things. So it's like a mix of obviously WJSN's the big one because there's space.
There's a very big like WJSN influence over like this and a couple of the other tracks too.
There's that one. It also gave me some GWSN vibes because once again, like it's like a kind of a spacing. It gave me like thinking of like Puzzle Moon, like their first one. That I thought made me think of that. I got some Oh My Girl vibes, specifically SSFWL with was it Nyan? I actually don't know how to say your name. Nyan. She's wearing a crown and she looks like Yua. Like it's like the Yua shot.
I have no idea if that's right. I'm very bad at pronouncing names.
Oh no, they're gonna come for us.
No. Okay. Anyways,
the famous one, the popular member. She has a shot that's like just like Yua's in SSFWL. Yeah. That's all I can think about. And then Eyes One. It reminds me of Eyes One as well.
Oh,
but like they had like the little crystals. Like it's like Violetta. But it's just like all the girl groups I love, and it's like music video just like it. I was like,
it was like surprisingly high budget. I thought for most April songs, because a lot of their songs are like you can tell like they're not putting a whole lot of resources into April, so they're kind of just like filmed in a set somewhere, and like it seemed like they actually spent some money on some CGI and stuff, which was nice.
Definitely. Trying to think what else from the music video. I was like, I love the music video. I'm not a huge fan of their styling per se.
Yeah, I think it was like I think you could tell almost with the styling. That's where like the lack of money put in. You could tell like it didn't come across well, so it looked a little bit cheap at times.
Yeah, so like the harnesses and stuff. I'm like, I don't know if this really fits with the song, but I realize that is the trend.
It's also like a weird concept for April specifically to have like those harnesses and stuff. It's like,
yeah, and even like the suits. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I could have just used like some dresses.
As a fan of suits, those suits looked fantastic. Definitely 2 thumbs up.
I'm a fan of suits too. But I don't know. There's something about them that's like it's not quite there. Not quite there. But
I did like that they wear pants quite often. Like it's like it seems like most idols wear skirts, or I don't know, but like just like
it
slacks.
depends. Yeah.
like a lot of their I've been watching a lot of the comeback stages, and it seems like a lot of them are wearing like slacks or pantsuits, which is a nice look.
Yes, and just thinking about how they're styling in general, love their hair.
Oh yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it, Yena's orange hair looks so good on her. Jinsol with
this is like Jinsol looks amazing with the short hair. Like she's definitely joined the club of people who should never grow their hair out again.
I love her with long hair though too. She's just beautiful no matter what she does.
I
really like her.
I became a fan of hers when I watched Girl Spirit. She was like a baby on that. So like she like was obviously gonna lose because she was like not very good compared to everyone else. But she like had
she's not even like the main vocalist, right?
I mean, I think she technically is, but like
because I think of is it Cheon as the lead vocalist?
Yeah.
I think of her as like the main vocalist, but she's up there as well. Like I honestly, April, fantastic singers.
Yeah, surprisingly
very underrated in how well their vocalists or how good their vocals are.
The standout talent that some other groups have, but like their median and like their lowest member are like I think a lot higher than a lot of comparable, especially for new groups. Very good.
Because they have the two members, Rachel and Yenna, they don't really sing, but they're really good at their speaking parts, even if it creeps me out at home by mistake. But I still think that they did really, really well. Like because like most groups, they have like that one obvious member who's like always going to take the chorus.
Yes.
They do a good job of like splitting it up with like their 4 vocalists that they have. Like it's pretty incredible, honestly. I mean, they still have not the best line distribution, but it's whatever. Who cares?
I'm not really someone who's ever been like that concerned about line distribution, so like I'm kind of just
same. As long as it sounds good. Like I only care when I'm like that person should not have gotten this part. Like,
that's how I feel too. Like a lot of like my favorite G-Friend songs are the ones just where it's just like Eunha and Yuju singing and like nobody else sings. I'm fine with that because they're really good at singing. It's fine.
I'm just like, as long as they're there, they're having fun. I'm having fun, but I'm just listening to it. I'm not really paying attention.
Yeah.
To how often someone's singing.
Especially with a group like April, where like I like April's songs, but I only know like a couple of the members, or like I recognize faces, but I don't know names. So like I don't know them well enough to like have an opinion on the line distribution or get upset about it or stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess just thinking. Oh, I got to talk about choreo.
The choreography, fantastic.
One move specifically. I know I've mentioned it to you. There is this one move, and it's so subtle. It's so small, but it's just so like satisfying in this weird way. Of they like it's right before the chorus. They like all like kind of bend over, and then they do this thing where they like pull back an arrow, and then it goes into the chorus. But just the pulling the arrow move with the sound effect is just so cool.
It's a nice little touch. I didn't notice it until you pointed it out, but the move, and then with a little like I don't know, like star.
Yeah, it's like
magic sound
like a shooting star thing. Yeah,
and like they have that move afterwards. It's like a lot of fun. It's like a very small. It's only like a couple seconds out of the whole choreography, but it's one of those just things that you can just remember, and then like. It becomes just like an iconic part of the whole thing.
I love it so much. And I've also found that I really love the bow and arrow like dance move. Like I love Hoot.
I was gonna say, do you like Hoot?
I loved it when they did it in Mayday as well. Like I just think that's so fun. Yeah.
I think I've watched like a couple of I've watched a lot of their live stages, and I've watched a couple of their choreography videos. Because they have like they're one on their channel and they have one on like one of those other channels. But big fan of the choreography. It seems like it's like a fun, lighthearted type of stuff. I think that suits their whole style well.
The LALALILALA part. I would say the LALALILALA part's like kind of lame, and that it's just like their finger thing. But whatever. Like I really just like it's only nitpicking at that point of like honestly love this comeback, and I'm really happy they went this direction, I guess.
I feel like it's almost like a continuation of where they were headed. Like, they definitely got off like the super cutesy path with like maybe with Mayday, maybe
or
like
they got off.
Mayday. And then they,
Yeah,
the
they got off
Bluebird.
the cutesy path. They kind of went more like the Lovelies like route. It kind of
Yeah.
actually a bit of G-Friend inspired. I've noticed with a lot of their title tracks. But yeah, now they're like
I can see that.
experimenting,
Yeah.
and it's like kind of fun. I really like it.
It's very fun. This is definitely like I think their best. Just everything, like the concept, the styling, the actual music itself.
I wish like something could come from this where they actually get, you know, maybe like a music show in or something. Just something to that like shows like, hey,
Yeah.
this was really awesome, and y'all should like still come out with music. Like,
I hope they have like another comeback before like a year and a half, like they did last time.
yeah, that was surprising because I know Oh My Mistake. I don't know how it was necessarily in Korea, but I know internationally a lot of people really loved that song. It was like any YouTuber I was like watching, they were like, "Oh yeah, that was like my top 5 song of 2018."
Yeah.
And it's like weird, but okay, yeah, everyone loves the song. I realized I was in the minority. It's a weird place to be.
One of the few.
Yeah.
I was like, a little bit surprised that you didn't like April to begin with, because it seemed like it was definitely up your alley. And then when you said you didn't like Oh My Mistake, I was like, yeah, maybe it's not your style or whatever. But
yeah, that song definitely it put me off.
yeah, like tainted
It's like when Oh My Girl released Secret Garden and I didn't know Oh My Girl yet, and I was like, this group's not for me.
I really like Secret Garden.
I love it a lot now. But at the time, I was just like, boring. It's so funny looking back on that. But let's talk about the album, though.
Oh yeah, of course, because it's a fantastic mini. I think it's actually maybe this is controversial. I don't know. I think it's better than the Oh My Girl album. Like, yeah.
Oh, hands down, yeah.
Just making sure.
It's like not even a competition to me. Like,
I think this is definitely my favorite EP of the year so far.
Oh yeah, this EP just showed it's totally fine to drop a 5th song if it's a filler song. If you've got 4 great, is it 4 songs or 5 songs? Actually,
it is 5 songs.
It's 5 songs.
So it kind of ruins your point.
Never mind. But it showed that it's possible to have a flawless mini. That you don't need a filler song. If it takes a year and a half, I don't know if it's really worth it, but it shows that it can be done. Honestly, I loved the whole journey of that album.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it kind of bounces around in the styles.
I mean, go ahead.
I think the order might be able to be done a little better.
So I was going to say specifically about the order. A small thing that I like about albums is when they don't start with the title track, and I like that this title track came third. I think that that happens like usually if it doesn't come first, it comes second. Yeah. And it was just a nice touch to have it third. It's like a weird thing. I don't think it makes that big of a difference, but I noticed it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it could have been better as the second track. I think Oops, I'm Sorry is a great opening track.
Yes.
Because it's kind of, it's fun and it gets you in the mood of just like, it's a bop. I don't know what to say. Like,
as soon as I really
love that song.
I heard the first song, I was like, oh man, this is going to be a great mini.
When I heard the highlight medley, I heard Oops, I'm Sorry. I'm like, buying it. I don't even need to listen to the rest. I did listen to the rest, and I was like, yeah, I'm buying this mini. I don't care. Even though I was like unsure about the title track. It's like with Elris. When Elris had theirs, I was like, this mini sounds awesome. I'm gonna buy it. Before I even hear the songs in full, I know I'm gonna like it. And yeah, I was right. So
brief plug for Elris. That's actually my favorite song of the year so far.
Oh, This Is Me?
This Is Me. Yeah, I love that song.
Oh my god, love that song. Highly recommend to everyone listening if you haven't checked that out.
Yes.
It's a great EP in general.
It is. Back to April.
Yes. So Oops, I'm Sorry. It's what it opens up with, and it's a great song.
Yeah. I feel like you said, having the title track second, I think could work, but I think 1, 2, 3, 4 still has to follow the title track, because I feel like those two pair really well together. So maybe like Dolls after 1, 2, 3, 4? I don't know.
I always just call Dolls the WJSN song. Because I'm trying to think, I feel like LALALILALA.
I'm just going to say the title track. I'm not going to say the actual name.
It's funny because this conversation has come up in the Discord a lot about people being like hating these title track names of just like random word like la la li la la.
Yeah.
I can't
Well, that's
like
the
dun
A-Pink
dun.
song too. The A-Pink is
Oh, yeah.
dum dum
Dum
drum.
dum dum dum.
Yeah.
It's like everyone's kind of been like, this needs to stop, and I've just been like no, it's fine. And now every time I say the April title track, I'm like, you know what?
Maybe it's not.
This really is a stupid name. But I feel there's something about having dolls before the title track that feels weird. It almost feels like it should have come after somewhere.
I'm on board with it, but I can kind of see what you're saying.
Yeah. But yeah, talking about the WJSN song, it's a WJSN song.
It's fantastic. It's not the type of song I would expect from April, but I think they pulled off very well.
Yeah, honestly, because the WJSN people, I don't remember like their specific names, the producer guys. So they wrote this song. They also wrote "This Is Me," or WJSN people wrote "This Is Me."
Oh, they did. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why it sounds like WJSN. They're just putting out all like
they're just straight hits so far.
Good songs, and yet where is WJSN? I don't know.
I think they're gonna come back for the summer comeback. Inside of 2 months.
Yeah, but I just like it's giving me a lot of hope now for WJSN because I'm like I've liked their songs from other groups, like also, just as much.
The last 2 WJSN albums have been fantastic.
Yes. Yes.
So they're trending in the right direction too. So many groups are trending in the right direction lately.
Everyone's on the up and up.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. 2020, man. It's the year of K-pop. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say about Doll. Like, I really like it. It's not my favorite song on the mini.
I think it's only like my 3rd, maybe 4th.
Like, I really like it. It's my
4th favorite song, but the fact that the 4th favorite song is still that good, it shows how strong this whole release is. That's a really great
filler song. I don't want to necessarily feel it's a filler song to me in that I'm never going to go out of my way to listen to it.
Yeah, I don't.
But when I have the album playing, I'm just like I love it.
There's a lot of like songs where like you go to play them and it's like, oh, I got to drag through this one song. And like the other 4 are good, or maybe only 3 are good, or maybe only like 2 are good, and it just kind of drags to the rest. But it feels like if this is like where the low point of the album is, like you're sailing.
Yes, exactly, definitely. So then it goes title track, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
This is such a good song.
It's it goes unnecessarily hard.
Yes.
And I'm all for it.
I think the production on a lot of these songs is fantastic. Like a lot of them have like very crisp like production, which is not what you would expect from I guess new groups. But I wouldn't like you. Yeah.
I was gonna say it's still just so interesting that April is a Nugu group. So they're from DSP, right?
Yes.
So that's Card, right, and Kara as well, which are like pretty well. At least Kara is very like they were. Whew. I mean, Card's big internationally. They're very well known, I guess, to us.
Big in Latin
America. It's just it's weird to think that April is from this company sometimes.
Yes. Well, like people always draw the comparison that Soman used to be in April and then she switched out. So I guess that applies to
she's the leader too. Yeah. I was like, oh, ditching your own group. Wow. And staying in the company.
Yeah.
It's like, what a baller move.
It's gotta be weird to like run into each other in the hallways. I don't know if that's not how it works, but
yeah. It's definitely interesting. But yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my cup of tea.
This is like exactly what I want from a girl group B-side.
And especially because shouting is a bit in style.
It's extremely in style.
This is great shouting.
Yeah.
This is the shouting I really like. It's like anthematic and I don't know. It's just the song.
It's like very fun to sing along with.
Mm-hmm. Yes, definitely. And just like it's a fun song. I wish there was live stages for it.
I kind of expected there to be live stages. I'm kind of surprised we haven't, but I guess maybe just because they're so Nugu that they can't. I assume you have to pay money to get live stage. I'm not sure.
I mean, you have to get outfits. Yeah, it's a
lot. It's a very good song. I do like how it I think it comes well right after the title track, like the two of them rolling together. Because a lot of times after a title track, you get kind of just like the super filler track before like
Yes.
a couple songs later you get the better songs, and like it's a nice like progression
Or
between the two.
worse, it just goes completely.
Right off a cliff, yeah.
It's like my biggest pet peeve with K-pop albums is when they do that, where it's just like title track and then slow song, slower song.
Yeah. I feel like as much as I like Nature, the last few Nature releases, they definitely fall into that where like you get the super hype title track and then just falls off with like 2 ballads at the end. It's like, why did you structure it this way?
Yep, definitely. Yep.
And you definitely converted me into the wanting like a banger to end the album with, so you want to restart it and play it again and not like end on a low note. And
Yes.
something that I definitely have paid a lot of attention to, like every release since you mentioned that.
That is like my biggest thing, because when it ends with a ballad, all I want to do is just stop the album.
Yeah.
Whereas
like
if it has a banger, I want to listen to it, and then, it's restarting the album. Might as well listen to it again. Like, that's just my mentality of when I listen to an album. I want just like that constant like stream of it. So when it ends on kind of like a dud,
yeah,
I don't want to listen to the dud. I will either probably just click somewhere off, because I just want something that I could just play through and not have to like stop.
Yeah.
Or like I could restart it, but then I just know I'm gonna have to stop it again. Like when it gets, that's just like, that's my mentality when I listen to albums.
I think that's actually why I've listened to the 5th season so many times, because it ends with Vogue and Checkmate, which are like the 2 biggest bangers on the album. And it's like, I just want to restart it as soon as I
got the
those.
anticipation of like them coming. So you're like, I'm waiting for it. And then they come and they're like, now I'm back at the beginning. Let's just do it again. Like it's
exactly.
journey. Yeah. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the last one with the weirdest title I think I've ever seen.
Yes.
It's like a zip file.
not the weirdest you've ever seen, which will come up in GWSN's album.
Oh. Fair.
Yes.
Very fair. Yeah, u.zip.
Yes.
Which was really confusing when I was acquiring this album.
Yes.
And I was like, why is it a zip file?
Well, also, it was like the title was in Korean, so it was like Korean.zip, and I was like, what's going on here?
Yes. Yes. But this is probably the one song. So Doll and this are like the 2 songs I can't just like sing on the top of my head.
Yeah.
But when I hear them, I'm like, oh yeah, I know this song. I have listened to this album so many times.
Yes.
And I still really enjoy this song. I think Doll actually might be my least favorite song in the album. It's really, honestly, I cannot rank these songs.
I would say,
I love them.
I think this is my least favorite, but that doesn't really say much because I still love the song. It's fantastic.
Yeah, like this is one of those albums where I really could not rank the songs because I just really like them all, and I love just listening to the album.
Yeah.
Like I pretty much put all of this on like my playlist of like best songs I've heard of 2020. Like the first, I got 2 stages of the playlist. There's the first, like you made like, American Idol, you're going to Hollywood. And then there's eliminations to like make the final list of like, this is the top, like the songs I want to listen to over and over again. The first round is just, I really like this song. I could see myself like wanting to listen to this again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this was the first album, I think, where every song made it to that playlist. So, congratulations, April.
I like my favorite albums of the year and then my favorite songs of the year. So I have the title track on favorite songs of the year, but I'm pretty selective with that. And then I have the album as obviously because it's my favorite, like mini of the year. That's not my favorite albums of the year, but it's one of those albums I could tell before I even finished the album. I was like, this is going on favorite albums of the year. Like as soon as I got like to the title track, the 3rd track, I was like, it's set.
Oh yeah, this is just like, because you're already at 3 songs. You're like, these last 2 could be duds for all I know. Still love it. The majority is fantastic, but that is like one of the biggest like surprises. It's just so satisfying or refreshing in K-pop albums when you get past the title track and the songs are still like really really good.
Especially because like I feel like a lot of groups are just completely carried by their title tracks. So it's very refreshing when you have like an album that can stand by itself.
Yeah, especially from a Nugu group.
Yes.
Like that's
like,
even more surprising. Yeah. So I I don't know if it's because they took this year and a half. They were just working really hard. I doubt that was it. And I don't necessarily want them to take a year and a half to come back again. Yeah, but, I'm proud of their work.
Yes. Very satisfied.
Mm-hmm. It was really good.
So, any final thoughts on April?
I don't think so. I think I have said everything.
Yeah, I think I got everything I wanted to say out. So, anything else? No?
I think it's good.
Okay, so our last thing we want to talk about is the GWSN release that came out, I guess, this morning?
Yeah, it was this morning.
That's a long time ago.
Yes. Yeah, so that's the most recent one. But
so
we'll just say you start.
No, I was gonna say I'll say going into this, I'll preface it by saying I've never been like the biggest GWSN fan. Like, I think all their title tracks have been good. I think all their B-sides have been, none of them are like bad. Besides maybe Growing for Gru. I think that one actually is bad. I don't like that one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Most of the B-sides are like range between like okay to good. A couple like really good ones, like Pinky Star.
That is a
I'm not. Miss Ping Pong.
Miss Ping Pong. Yes.
I think that's probably my favorite song of theirs. So I didn't have any expectations going into this, but I've been pleasantly surprised. This is definitely my favorite release of theirs so far, and the title track is by far my favorite song of theirs.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
Oh.
So I'm curious to see what you think, because you actually have been like a much bigger fan of theirs.
Oh yeah, so I'm just gonna say this right now because I've really come to this realization. I'm like, I just think GWSN is like one of the strongest groups in existence right now. It's just like they just don't have a bad song, and it's so irritating of how nugu they are in like I guess it's really in general. I know like internationally like they're more known, but yeah, in actual Korea, like they're not doing
in our Discord,
great.
They're pretty popular, but that's a very small size.
Yeah, but like I love their albums. I think they have some of the best albums in K-pop, especially for a nugu. More like really leaning on like for a nugu like group. Like I wouldn't necessarily compare them to like some of my absolute favorites.
Yeah,
but I am amazed by their track record of like it's just, and especially because of this album, they came with a concept change, which is like that's terrifying.
Okay, I don't even know them well enough to realize that was a concept change.
They're not. It's not because they had the In the Park series.
What, is it? Oh yeah. It's like 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay, sure.
Yeah, so it's different. That's why I didn't have the house, like the deep house, like theme to the title track. And you're not a deep house person, so like that makes sense. Why you didn't necessarily maybe like.
I'll say I like Deep House and I like those songs. They're just not the top tier. So like I'd give them, if we're doing one of our ratings, I'd give them 7 and 8s, which is like great songs, but they're not the 9 and 10 level. And I think this is definitely a probably a 10. Oh,
interesting. Sorry, I'm gonna adjust how I'm sitting. Okay. I will say yes. I guess kind of talking more about like just like details. I do really love Bazooka. This is like my kind of song. It's like the cute. It's cute, and even though it's weird, because let's get this over with. The music video sucks.
Yes, it's not good.
So for one, the styling does like not match the song. Like the song,
like it's like very like dark and like whatever, and like it's a very like cute upsy song. I'm not sure what's up with this. Like like this is a motif or what's going on here. Yeah, it doesn't quite match. Granted, this is also I think the best cohesiveness they've had with styling, with like kind of implementing like Mia's style into the group. Wait, which one's Mia?
Mia's the one with the short hair.
Okay, does it kind of look like a mullet?
Yeah. I'm not talking about the hair, but I'm talking about the actual clothes.
Okay, good.
So the thing that's like always interesting with GWSN is they're still very girly, and then they kind of have Mia's style, and Mia's obviously not girly. She dresses like she kind of has like the Amber-esque like style to it, and it doesn't really work well.
It does not.
With there's some kind of like clash that happens with it. And I think it was a lot better here. Even though they're still dressed kind of girly, to have her like she's still in her style. It felt more fitting, and I think it helped in some parts that they had Anne also kind of in a similar style, but it was still like it's really I really like seeing how they like tackle that. Like it's just kind of like it's a really fascinating thing.
It's definitely like a little bit of a wrinkle that other groups don't have to face necessarily, because I think like FX did a very good job incorporating Amber's style into their whole thing, but like I think
and
like,
FX had it easier in that they weren't doing like cute concepts. Like they had an edgier style to it, so it was easier to incorporate that. Yeah. So I think it's definitely like a really cool thing. I always just kind of look forward to like how they're gonna do the styling, because it's the thing. If one member is styled differently, they just stand out. I mean, you used to see it in the dance practices, like, oh, someone didn't tell this member to wear shorts. So like, one person's wearing pants,
boots,
everyone
black boots,
so if one person's wearing pants, everyone wearing skirts. Like it has that. It's like there's something that like triggers it. But I think they did better this time in the cohesiveness. But more about the music video. Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to talk about my two biggest pet peeves of K-pop music video tropes. So the two that I cannot stand. The one is the smoke grenade things.
I've never
like the color grenade. Those like the smoke bomb things that are like colorful.
Where, like they trail the color,
Yeah, I cannot stand that. And they had that in this music video. And they're just like running around with it. I'm like, that's just not something people do.
Yeah.
And like, I hate it in pictures too, where you clearly see them holding this thing. Like, yes, you're holding something that creates a color. Wow. Like, it's like, it should be used in a way that you can't see it. So it's just like this colors. I don't know. It's just like, it's something I have.
I've never noticed that. Oh, I have noticed it, but I've never really thought about it.
Happens so often. And then my other trope, I don't think they had it. My other trope is things in water. That's another just like thing I hate when they just when they just have like an aquarium thing and then there's like shoes in the water.
Yeah.
Just like I'm like,
I think they have a lot more boy group music videos than girl group.
It's a lot more of a boy group thing.
Yeah.
And then they also had the lights. The lights is another like
what about the lights?
Trope thing. Just like, you know, like those ladders, like with like lights or whatever. It's just like, ooh, tubes of light.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
it's just very cool.
Those are some very niche pet peeves.
Yeah, it's just something like when they pop up, I'm just like, God, everyone's done. Like I'm just like, what? I'm like, I never understand it too. Of like that meeting of like, okay guys, we're gonna now have these lights and there's gonna be shoes and some water. And you guys are gonna be holding like these color grenade things.
By chance, do you remember the ANS? Is that how they said ANS? I think it's the ANS. Their most recent music video.
Yeah, say my name.
Yes, like half of the music video is them playing with light tubes.
It's like, ooh, lights. Cool. But okay. Yes. Now that we've discussed the music video, let's go into some positive notes. Love the song. I always have there's always like that one little thing that I just love with a lot of songs, and I already know what it is for the song. It's Lena's part. It's whenever she does like the don't you, or what is it? Don't you stop it now? Like that part, the right before the chorus, but not quite at the pre-chorus. Mm-hmm. The, don't you stop it now? That part, love it. It's such a little thing, love it so much.
I'll have to listen to it again because, to be honest, I don't remember that.
Yeah, I love Lena's parts so much in this comeback, but. I think the song's fun.
Yeah, I watched the music
Sorry.
video. I watched the music video this morning when I was like, I'd just woken up, and I was like very confused, and I didn't really realize what was going on. But I was like, man, this song is really good. And then like I went and did some work for a while, and I went back and listened to it again, and I was like, oh man, this song is actually fantastic. Like this is definitely my favorite song of theirs.
Yeah,
but I have only watched.
I'd probably put it as my. Okay, I'd probably put it as like my second. Like, I think I still like Puzzle Moon the best out of their titles, but I do really love this a lot.
Puzzle Moon is good. I think Pinky Star is better than Puzzle Moon, but
I only like Pinky Star for the pre-chorus. Really, the chorus itself is where it loses me, but I love that pre-chorus so much. But the other thing about this song is the watch me part. It's so catchy, although I hate the move where they're like, look, like, watch me. But I like when they do like the hit move forever with it. I think that's really catchy, and that's the thing I always just remember in their choreo. But I think it's fun. And I know GWSN's one of those groups that the big thing a lot of people focus on with them sometimes is the line distribution. I didn't pay attention to it too much this time. Mia normally doesn't get lines, so she's Japanese, so Korean is not her first language. So Puzzle Moon, she's like not even like, I don't know if she actually says anything, and everyone's like expecting her to have like a rap, and it just never happens. Like she just kind of just has like random words, and I think the same thing kind of happened with Pinky Star. I think she had like a little more, and then Red Sun, she actually had like a verse. And like now she's saying watch me a lot. I know she says more than that, but that's the part like I really remember. But like she says watch me a lot, so I'm like, yes, she has more lines. So.
She's getting something.
Yeah, I love this comeback. But I guess thinking more about the album now. So I'm just gonna be honest and say this. I don't know if it's because the album's too fresh, like it's too new, or it's just how the songs are. I could not sing any of the songs. Like I couldn't, like you say the names, I couldn't tell you the melody of them. I think, I mean, I'm just gonna say, I love this album, or this EP. I think it's really good. I don't think there's necessarily a dull moment.
Here's an example.
There isn't necessarily a peak moment.
Yeah, they only have 4 songs instead of 5. So here's...
I think they're what I was thinking of when I was going to make my comment, my bold.
It would have been so insightful. Just say it now. Pretend as if it was about this.
But it still matters. This still works here. Like there's no just like absolute filler song, or at least in my eyes. I think these are all great. They're not all.
The second
peaks.
song.
Oh yeah.
The Aerialist (parentheses Wonder Boy). I didn't really care about that song. Like it wasn't bad, but it was just like it's like okay, hit skip, let's go.
It's an album I think that's really good when you just listen to it. It's like in full. Bazooka makes no sense, I think, with the other 3 tracks. But I think the other 3 tracks, the other 3 tracks, very cohesive.
Yeah, and I think they could fit like any of the other releases. Maybe this is, I'm showing my ignorance here, so maybe I don't know. But I feel like it's more signature GWSN style, and the title track sounds a little bit different from the normal style. But I have no idea.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I would agree with that. Yeah. But let's just take a second to look at these title names and GWSN's company, whoever you are. I don't know if this is a bit that they're just really sticking to.
They're very committed to this bit, if it's a bit.
They're so committed to just having these weird ass names where there's like all the beat, like they've been doing it ever since their first album. It's like, maybe they're
not Puzzle Moon, but like Pinky Star.
I mean, it's like with Pinky Star, run.
Like why?
Yeah. Like, they are so committed to like, we're gonna have a little tilde thing.
I hate the tildes. I don't know why. Like, and they have it like in like 1 or 2 songs in every single album. The only one that's okay with is "Let It Grow" tilde a little tree. Like, I guess that makes sense. Yeah. Whatever. But like,
yeah.
What's the one on
I think the funniest one they ever did was
but no rain. What is that?
I still think the funniest one that
Korean. I don't know.
Maybe, maybe. I still just love when they had Black Hole, but the H it was like a filled in like circle.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's so random. I mean, I guess innovative. But I don't know. It's just kind of...
It's funny.
It's kind of funny.
That little black hole symbol. So we use that at work to indicate a number that isn't final yet. So like you put for the term of a purchase agreement. It's like in the amount of blank $1 million, you put the little blank dot, and I've never seen it outside of that context besides in the song title.
That's funny. But yeah, I can't say like I have anything specific to say about like certain songs. Because like I don't know the B-sides well enough.
So I don't know them well enough. I've listened to it a few times just today while I've been sitting here. I rated them. I gave the last song the best rating. So
okay,
After the Bloom, parens alone, I gave that one the best rating. So I assume I like that one the most. I gave the Aerialist the worst rating. I gave Tweaks the middle rating. So I actually gave like one rating. I gave them like 2 stars to Aerialist, 3 to Tweaks, 4 to Bloom, 5 to Bazooka. So it's a nice little progression.
Okay.
Like they start with the top. But it's not. I don't think it's like gonna make my top of the year list or anything. And I'm not. I mean, I could be proven wrong. I think it's like more in line with what I expected from most of their other albums, where it's like the title track's pretty good. This one actually exceeded my expectations. There's usually 1 or 2 B-sides that I really enjoy, and then the rest is kind of just like, I don't really care that much.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say it mostly exceeded my expectations, but my expectations were not that high to begin with.
Okay. So here's the thing with GWSN. I think I kind of touched on it earlier. Like this was a concept change for them, which is always kind of like a terrifying thing.
Yeah.
And because they had their whole the Park in the Night series, which the 3 title tracks are pretty much kind of very, very, very similar in just having like that deep house feel. And I know I said like I'd be content if they just kept doing that, but like I knew in the back of my head that wasn't true. So I'm like, eventually, they're gonna have to stop doing it, or they pull the route where they just keep doing it again and again.
Yeah.
And I had a fear that like, they're just gonna keep doing it. And I thought this was like the perfect way to like go a different direction.
I definitely
and that
agree
it's
with that.
still. Yeah, and I'm going to say it's still very them, which is like kind of a hard thing to say because I think GWSN, one of their biggest weaknesses is they don't really have like a concept,
Mm-hmm.
Like they kind of are just them. I don't know how to explain it. Like, but like when you think of like G-Friend, you have like this image that kind of appears. With GWSN, there isn't that quite, like they had the deep house thing. That's not really a thing, it's just... So, but I thought this was really just well done because it could have been a disaster. I was really afraid that they could just go the route of just doing what's popular, and I'm glad they didn't do that. I'm glad it wasn't just like a girl crush kind of song.
Like as much as
or like the big things like the Itzy styled songs is like really big right now with the New Goose.
Yeah, I was gonna say as much as I like them, they could definitely not pull off like a nature title track or a Itzy title track or something like that. That would be like very bad for them. So I'm glad that they went this approach instead.
Yeah, I agree. So, yeah, I really loved this concept, this style of song. It's definitely right up my alley.
Yeah.
Yeah, girls are just killing it, man.
They're killing it. I mean, K-pop in general is doing fantastic.
K-pop is doing fantastic right now. I am just living like. It's great. It's making me want to buy more albums than I should right now, but it's great. I just love having all this good music to listen to.
Yes. So, I think we've covered what we wanted to cover. Do you have any other thoughts?
Yeah. I don't know
concerns?
if we wanted to close out just talking about anything else from the year because
Sure.
this might be our one and only. This
I know.
be the only BAMcast. Do we just say everything now?
Let's get it out. So, let's go start with what have you been listening to this year? Albums, mini releases, title tracks, however you want to take it.
Ooh, I should pull up my Spotify playlist of my favorites.
Actually, speaking of Spotify, I noticed this when I was listening to this morning. GWSN's artist picture on Spotify is just like a text file of their name.
Oh, it looks so bad.
What's up with that? Why don't they get a new one?
That is the new one.
That is a new one?
That's from this comeback.
What?
Because that's
it
looks
so awful.
So bad.
Yeah.
The text with the blue,
yes.
when I say blue, it's blue. like it is like when you're in Microsoft Paint, you select blue. It is that in your face blue. It looks not good.
And like the colors even contrasting, so you can't even see what it says. Like it's really bad. So whoever's in charge of that Spotify, fix that.
Yeah. Okay. So looking at my playlist of like songs, like I guess this is just like our bonus part of the episode if you made it this long. Yeah. So like all of April. I don't. Gosh, there's so many on my playlist. I'll just think of like highlights of this year. Highlights. I really loved Everglow, Salute, and Dun Dun. Those are like that was like the thing that like kicked off the year for me. I'm like, this is gonna be a great year.
I was very pleasantly surprised by Dun Dun because they kind of lost me with their second comeback. I liked their first comeback.
Oh yeah, Adios.
Their debut, and then Adios kind of lost me. But I was back on for Dun Dun.
I definitely have the minority opinion of that Dun Dun is their best title track.
Oh, interesting.
And I'm sticking to that.
I think their debut is still the best.
Love Dun Dun so much.
It's a great song. It's one of my, that's also my favorite of the year list.
Mm-hmm. And we already talked about Elris.
Yes.
Just kind of quickly going through. Card's good again. Or Card's still popping off with Red Moon.
Yeah, that's a fantastic
Love it.
song.
I think we talked about it a little bit actually with TDAs.
Oh, you're right. We did.
I remember. Yeah. Okay, so I won't go on that too much.
A banger. Absolutely.
This is like we're like so sporadic right now. Elevator from the NCT 127 album.
So I didn't hear this one at all, and I was going to skip the album because I listened to the title track, and as everyone in Discord knows, I'm not an NCT fan outside of like 4 songs.
Yeah.
So I was just going to skip it, and you mentioned Elevator. I was like, fine, I'll give Elevator a shot. And Elevator currently is number 6 on my top of the year list.
It's probably my favorite song of the year. I absolutely
really
love it. And let's see. Oh, the Stella Jang or Jang. I don't know how to say it. It's the Stella Jang album.
Yeah.
Stella Jang album.
I have no idea.
My favorite album of the year. I think
interesting.
That album is.
I like Dreamcatcher's album. That album.
I love her album so much.
Yes.
It's just. It's a vibe, man.
I like listening to it like right when I wake up, like before I'm fully awake, and like I do a little bit of work or whatever, and I have that album playing just like to get the day going.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and then I think the people in the Discord know about this, but one of the biggest surprises of songs that I absolutely love this year is Itzy's Wannabe. I love that song. And like I am in like no way an Itzy fan. I would say, okay, I'm in a way an Itzy fan.
You've been like an Itzy
music
fan.
wise,
You've been an Itzy fan waiting for there to be a song to justify your fandom.
Yeah, I love them. I want to love them. I'm like, I really love you girls. Just put out something I can listen to, and I'm in. And so we finally got that, and I've just been like obsessed. There's just like the one song. I love Wannabe so much. Like I've watched every stage of it, like all the fan cams. It's been like that song for me, and like it's kind of funny because I know everyone in the Discord's like, this is like their worst one. I'm like, no, this is easily their best. Like, sure, it's not. Is it iconic? Yeah. No, it's definitely not iconic, but it is so catchy and so good, and I love it. And the shoulder move is just everything.
I'll say I'm not sold on the choreography. Like, it's a little bit like weird. I'm not sure I'm on the choreography, but the song itself, partly because I think I've just listened to it so much that it's like I'm not like Stockholm syndrome or something.
The Stockholm syndrome, yeah.
But it's definitely on my top of the year list, although towards the bottom. But it's still a fantastic song, and it's by far, in that it's like listenable, it's better than older other songs.
Yeah, really. But yeah, so you talk about some of your favorites. I know you got some other stuff.
Sure. So like, favorite song, I guess we mentioned This Is Me. My second favorite was a very like out of complete left field was ANS Say My Name. That's an
wow,
absolute banger.
That's really high.
Yes.
Yeah. I agree. I love that song.
So I'd never even heard of ANS before this. I still don't know any of the other songs. I just know this song. I know they have a debut, and I think this is their second comeback. Maybe third. I have no idea.
Yeah, don't listen to no, that's right. They had like a pre-release debut, and then they had their actual the boom like the boom like or whatever that was.
Sounds familiar, but just listen to.
You've heard it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then third is Sumin and Zion T's collaboration. That song is fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes.
I skipped past it, but yeah. I love them. And Zion T's doing a song with Chungha, which I'm really excited. I just love Zion T.
I'll say I'm not a big Zion T fan, but I am a big Sumin fan, and this is a fantastic song.
The two together is just
yes.
So good.
Other notable songs, A-Pink's comeback, although Dum Durum, I don't know how to say the title.
Dum. Yeah.
The A-Pink song is fantastic. It's got for me, it reminds me a lot of Umun, and I really love the song, one of the best of last year.
It's a really good continuation of the style that they're doing. I think they're killing it, man.
Although
good, really good for them.
I didn't really care for the other album tracks. They weren't bad, but they
I think the
out.
album. Yeah, I think the album works. Yeah. But yeah, I agree with you. There's nothing. I'm not I really want to listen to this song from the A-Pink album.
Yeah.
There's one song I know I liked more than the others, but I cannot remember it at the top of my head.
And then a couple other I guess notable songs. Obviously, we talked about April. We talked about NCT. Sejong.
That was a good release.
That was
Plant album.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite EP prior to April. It's much different, it's just a ballad album. But Skyline from that, it's one of the B-sides. Skyline is fantastic. It's not.
Is that the upbeat one?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, there's an upbeat one, and for some reason, it gives me like Kiki's Delivery Service vibes or something. It's such a random.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember loving that when I heard that. I was like, "Oh my god, I loved it!" Yeah,
especially
that was exciting.
It was the second to last track, so it's okay, ballad, and it's oh man, whoa, where did this come from? This is fantastic. That, and then last one was this is apparently I don't know the details. It's a band that was formed by some competition show.
I was waiting for you to bring this one up.
Happy Pola.
Yeah.
There's an accent.
Happy Pola. I don't know.
Happy Pola. I don't know exactly, but. Not that although the title track is a 9 out of 10 for me, I think the better song is called Our Song. It's the fourth song right after the title track. So the title track, the album as a whole is fantastic. It's just a rock instrumental.
Yeah, it's got strings and stuff, right?
Neoclassical. There's a guy who plays a cello in the group. I don't know anything about the group. All I know is that this EP is really good and has two of my favorite songs of the year on it. And I'd never heard them prior to this, so you should check that out.
I gotta check out Band Chat more in the Discord, man.
Yeah.
Kay talks about them a lot. No, yeah, I listened to it a little bit the other day, just kind of catching up. But I want to listen to it again because I was listening to it when I was like, man, I'm really tired because I had just gotten up at 5 a.m. for the Oh My Girl comeback.
Yeah.
It was 2 p.m. and I still hadn't slept. So I was like, I'm just going to put something on and kind of sleep. And I didn't sleep. But I should actually listen to it a little bit more.
Extremely good.
And one I forgot about that I kind of want to point out. I also really love Dream Note's release. The new girl groups are killing it this year.
So I have absolutely no memory of the Dream Note release. I remember not liking it, I think. But I've never liked any Dream Note things before.
Bittersweet is such a good song.
Yeah, I don't even remember it.
I really like the Dream Note comeback minus one song, but I really love that album. I just think the girl groups are crushing it this year, and that could just be my bias. Wiki Mickey, that's another one I really loved. I know you don't.
I definitely do not.
Loved.
Yeah. So as far as groups trending in the right direction, go back to what you were doing before. This is the wrong direction.
I'm all for it. And Signature. Signature's another group I've just been loving.
They only have 2 songs, right? 2 songs this year?
Only 2 songs.
Okay, both of them
we got
are really good.
Perfect track record.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they're both like
they're doing fantastic.
extremely low budget and cheesy, but it like really works for them. It's like the Nugu girl group banger.
Yeah. Yo, did you see? We posted about this in Discord today. The other half of Good Day is coming back as a different group, or they're debuting as a different group.
I did not see this.
So, you know, like Signature is half of them are from like Good Day.
I thought it was the whole thing. I didn't know it was half, but okay, sure, yeah.
No, yeah, I guess Good Day had like 9. I don't know. This is just me like not knowing things. Don't come for me. Yeah. So some of them in Signature were in Good Day, but it wasn't like all of Good Day.
Yeah.
The other half of Good Day is going into this other group, Red Square.
And
they're doing like it's like a different company, I believe. And it's like a sexier concept.
Oh,
but I'm just like, this is so exciting of just like having this group split. Yeah. It's like with the EXID and Bestie thing of like, is like having them compete it out of like, oh, which one's going to be more successful? But I'm really excited for that because I've loved Signature's stuff. I think they've been doing great. I love my new girl groups and my not new girl groups. I just love girl groups. Is there any men I can talk about? I don't want to be completely biased. Oh, Pentagon and the Boys. Pentagon and the Boys were also
the Pentagon album is very good.
Yeah.
The Boys, it wasn't really my style, but I don't think I've ever liked Boys besides title tracks.
Was it Salty and Break the Rules? I think are fantastic B-sides. But yes, I don't know if we've rambled on long enough.
I feel like we rambled on quite a lot. It's a good time.
Yeah. This was. I hope everyone enjoyed BAMcast.
Cheers.
Maybe there'll be an episode 2. Who knows?
We'll see.
Who knows?
We'll have to have some comebacks to justify it, though. This was like a fantastic couple of weeks.
Yeah, and I mean, hopefully, the normal TDS boys will be back. Nate and I think Jacob's finishing up school soon, so Jacob and Nate will be back soon. I think.
Check out
kind of recapping stuff. Yeah. But I mean, if you enjoyed the spinoff, let us know. I mean, don't expect too much from us, but maybe we'll do it again. I don't know.
Although Sam made this beautiful overlay, so if you like this overlay, send your praise to Sam.
Yeah. This was a fun, like, random thing. Because we were literally just like, yo, let's do BAMcast. We were just like, okay. We like told Truly Daebak, we're like, so
BAMcast?
BAMcast?
Who says no?
And we're like, I mean, we're recording it no matter what. Like, we're doing it. So glad it happened.
Hopefully it turned out fun.
Yeah, I'm hoping everything goes well in the editing and that our voices were heard and that we can see us. And
hopefully I didn't lose all the footage. So I guess if you didn't see this, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
That did happen. I guess if you didn't see it, it did happen.
Yep.
Any other final thoughts?
Not really. I guess, just like the typical, thanks for listening / watching. Feel free to subscribe or like or join the Discord and hang out with us because we're cool. Yeah, like we're a fun place. I think we're fun, at least.
Slightly biased.
Let us know your thoughts on the Oh My Girl comeback and the April, all the classic YouTube stuff that you say at the end.
Hit the bell button because otherwise the subscriber thing doesn't push to your...
you don't just hit it. You gotta smash it. Or gently tap.
I'm surprised that Shy Guy didn't make an appearance this episode.
Oh, if you see me just moving around, that was him he didn't come up here, but he's been around, trust me. It's been a really good job. He tried knocking over something at one point. I just
you very discreetly stopped that. I'm impressed.
Blocked him out. Yeah, yeah.
So
yeah. Any final thoughts on your end?
I don't think so. I think we touched everything I wanted to touch about. You got a little bonus content in there. So
yeah, it was a little sneak surprise. Like, I know we didn't say we were going to do it, but like, hey, here's some extra stuff for people who made it this far.
yeah.
You made it this far. Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe.
Yeah.
Anything else? No.
No. We gotta come up with like a stay something.
Oh yeah. We should have thought this before we
Uh,
started recording, because now we're kind of on the spot.
I feel like the obvious one is just like stay healthy, but
Oh, I guess
throbbingly healthy
no.
just
It sounds
sounds
yeah.
so
No.
weird.
Yeah.
But actually, do stay healthy.
Yeah. Stay inside, but don't stay inside all the time. Get some sunlight. Go for a walk with a mask, and 6 feet away.
Stay distant.
Throbbingly distant.
I wouldn't say throbbingly distant though. It's a little weird. But yeah,
We'll workshop that and come back next time, maybe with a better sign off.
Yeah, if you want BAMcast 2,
Oh yeah.
comment below.
Yeah. Otherwise, the powers that be might shut us down. You don't want that.
Yeah, this might never happen again. They don't really even know what's happening here. This was all us. We're just taking over. I mean, you saw the intro. We just hacked the system.
Anyways.
Yeah, okay.
Hope you enjoyed watching. Hopefully see you next time.